Your Mitsubishi was built to last. Whether you're driving a legendary Lancer, a rugged Outlander, or keeping a classic Eclipse alive, these engines are known for reliability and performance. But here's what most Mitsubishi owners don't realize. The fuel you're pumping could be slowly destroying everything that makes your car great. Over 70% of gasoline sold in America contains barely enough detergents to keep engines clean. Every year, more than 500,000 vehicles break down from carbon buildup alone. For Mitsubishi's advanced engines, especially those with MIVEC technology and direct injection, poor quality fuel is like poison. I've spent years working on Mitsubishi vehicles and seen what happens when owners unknowingly use subpar gasoline. Sticky valves, clogged injectors, rough idling, and that dreaded check engine light. Most people think their car is just aging, but the truth is, it's the fuel. Today, I'm showing you 10 gasoline brands you should never put in your Mitsubishi, then revealing 5 brands that actually protect your engine. The same fuel quality that keeps Mitsubishi rally cars running at peak performance. Let's dive in. Number 10, 7-Eleven gas. 7-Eleven is everywhere. But here's the problem. They don't refine their own gasoline. They buy from whatever local supplier offers the cheapest deal that week. What does that mean? Zero consistency. One 7-Eleven might have decent fuel, while another 5 miles away could be selling junk. Your engine never knows what it's getting. This inconsistency is terrible for modern Mitsubishi engines calibrated for specific fuel quality. There have been documented cases where 7-Eleven stations sold fuel contaminated with excessive ethanol or sediment from poorly maintained underground tanks. Some state inspectors shut down pumps after finding substandard fuel. For your Mitsubishi's fuel system, injectors, pump and pressure regulators, contaminated fuel is like forcing it to run on dirty water. Damage adds up fast. Fuel pump replacement? $400, $700. Injector work? $500 or more. The few dollars saved? Not worth the risk. Number 9. Sam's Club. Warehouse gas stations are built on high volume, low prices. Sam's Club is the perfect example. While great for bulk toilet paper, not so great for your Mitsubishi's fuel system. The issue, Sam's Club sources fuel from various local suppliers, meaning no guaranteed formula, no consistent detergent package, and no reliable quality control. One tank might be fine. The next might have enough contaminants to wreck your injectors. I've diagnosed plenty of Mitsubishis with problems after owners started using Sam's Club exclusively. Clogged filters, uneven idle, hard starts in cold weather, all symptoms of inconsistent fuel quality. When we drained fuel from one problematic Lancer, it smelled stale and looked cloudy. That's moisture or sediment from poorly maintained storage tanks. Sam's Club meets bare legal minimum. Sure, you're paying less per gallon, but your Mitsubishi's engine is getting less protection. When you're driving a vehicle known for longevity, why compromise on the one thing your engine needs daily? Number 8, Circle K. Circle K stations are everywhere with that bright red logo. It feels like a reliable brand, but they don't produce their own fuel. They purchase whatever's cheapest from local distributors. Your Mitsubishi essentially becomes a test subject for whatever mystery blend they got that week. I've seen the aftermath of long-term Circle K usage. Sticky injectors, carbon-coated valves, intermittent misfires. When we run a bore scope inside cylinders, you can literally see black deposits on the pistons. That's from weak detergents. For Mitsubishi's engines in newer Outlanders, Eclipses, and Mirages, this is particularly damaging. GE engines inject fuel directly into the combustion chamber, making them more susceptible to carbon buildup on intake valves. In 2020, several Circle K stations were fined for water-contaminated fuel that damaged dozens of vehicles. Some drivers couldn't make it home after filling up. The company blamed delivery issues. That's not good enough when people trust you with their vehicles. If you've experienced rough idling, stalling, or power loss after Circle K, drop your experience in the comments. It helps other Mitsubishi owners avoid these headaches. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. We're about to reveal more brands that could be hurting your engine. Number 7, Murphy USA. You've seen them next to Walmart parking lots nationwide. Murphy USA built their business on one concept: selling gasoline cheaper than everyone else. When the focus is being cheapest, something gets sacrificed. Usually, it's the detergent package keeping your engine clean. According to fuel sample data from multiple states, Murphy USA's detergent levels consistently fall short of top-tier standards. Their ethanol content can fluctuate more than it should, throwing off your Mitsubishi's fuel trim calculations. In 2018, several Murphy stations in Texas and Louisiana were investigated after dozens of vehicles stalled right after refueling. The company blamed supplier errors, but when the same excuse keeps appearing, you have to question quality control. For Mitsubishi's turbocharged engines, like the Lancer Evolution, fuel consistency is critical. Inconsistent quality causes pre-detonation, increased turbo wear, and reduced performance. That $1 or $2 saved per fill-up, your engine pays for it every mile. Number 6, Speedway. Speedway looks impressive. Bright lights, clean facilities, big brand presence, but appearances deceive. Their gasoline often comes from mixed local suppliers, so you never know what's going into your tank. I've worked on dozens of Mitsubishi engines that ran on Speedway fuel for years. Same pattern always. Significant carbon buildup on valves, sluggish throttle, declining fuel economy, sometimes misfires triggering check engine lights. When we test Speedway fuel samples, they're consistently low on detergents. Without them, carbon turns into hardened sludge fast. In 2020, some Speedway stations were caught selling fuel with high water content after heavy rain. Drivers filled up, drove a few miles, and cars started sputtering or wouldn't start. Water and gasoline don't mix. It rusts the fuel system and kills pumps. Speedway also isn't top-tier certified. They meet bare minimum standards. Nothing more. The brand looks polished outside, but what's in those pumps tells a different story. Before we continue, if you're finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button. We post content like this regularly to help Mitsubishi owners make smarter decisions and keep their cars running strong. Drop a comment telling me which Mitsubishi you drive. I love hearing from you guys. Now let's get back to our countdown. The next brand is one travelers trust most, but that trust might be misplaced. Number 5, Love's Travel Stops. Love's is familiar to anyone who's driven across America. Truckers swear by it because it's everywhere and open 24/7. But convenience doesn't equal quality. Love's fuel has been flagged multiple times for contamination and poor storage maintenance. Moving massive volumes across hundreds of stations makes maintaining quality control nearly impossible. In 2022, several drivers in Oklahoma and Missouri filed complaints after Love's gas caused vehicles to stall right after refueling. Inspectors found microbial growth in underground tanks. This stuff clogs filters and injectors like glue. For Mitsubishi owners, this is particularly concerning because our vehicles often have smaller, more precise injector orifices. Even small contamination causes significant performance issues. Love's fuel isn't top-tier certified either. No guarantee of adequate detergents to keep your engine clean. It's cheap, easy to find on highways, but every fill-up is a gamble with your Mitsubishi's health. Number 4, Amoco. This one surprises people. You hear Amoco and think trusted, old-school American brand. But since BP brought it back, their fuel is basically rebranded BP regular grade. The problem? Their regular blends have weak detergent levels compared to top-tier brands like Chevron or Shell. EPA records show complaints about Amoco fuel causing carbon buildup in modern direct injection engines, exactly what Mitsubishi uses in many current models. When carbon buildup occurs, you experience power loss, rough idling, increased fuel consumption, and eventually, expensive repairs. I've inspected Mitsubishi engines with only 60,000 miles looking like they had 150,000 miles of wear, all from dirty valves and clogged injectors from poor quality fuel. Another issue, Amoco fuel isn't always top-tier certified, depending on the station. Some locations use older storage tanks that can leak moisture into fuel over time. That moisture wreaks havoc on pumps and injectors. The Amoco name might sound nostalgic, but don't let that fool you. This isn't the same Amoco from decades ago. Number 3, Pilot Flying J. Now we're entering territory where fuel quality issues go beyond negligence. Pilot Flying J was at the center of one of America's biggest fuel-related scandals. In 2013, the FBI raided their headquarters after they admitted to cheating truckers out of millions in fuel rebates. If a company will defraud their own customers, what does that say about their commitment to fuel quality? The scandal settled, but problems continue. Numerous drivers report their vehicles experiencing knocking, power loss, and rough running immediately after filling up at pilot stations. Some fuel has tested positive for excessive water and heavy sediment from poorly maintained storage tanks. This happens when companies prioritize sales volume over what's actually coming out of the nozzle. Pilot stations are convenient for travelers, but when your Mitsubishi depends on clean, properly treated gasoline, convenience doesn't cut it. Number 2, Sunoco Regular Grade. This one's particularly frustrating because Sunoco's name is synonymous with racing. You see their branding everywhere in motorsports, so people assume all Sunoco fuel is high quality. Here's the reality: that racing fuel Sunoco produces is nothing like what's at the regular pump. Their race fuel is excellent, engineered for extreme performance. But their regular grade pump gasoline? Completely different product. Several Sunoco stations have failed state inspections for off-spec ethanol blends and water contamination. In 2016, Sunoco paid substantial fines after the EPA discovered multiple locations selling fuel that didn't meet clean air standards. While Sunoco's premium grades and racing fuels might be excellent, their regular gasoline doesn't belong in modern engines. It burns dirty, runs rough, and leaves carbon fast. Number 1, companies caught selling contaminated or waste fuel. We've reached the absolute worst category: I'm talking about shady fuel distributors caught selling waste fuel and hazardous materials disguised as legitimate pump gas. Companies like Lamb Fuels made headlines when accused of selling contaminated and hazardous waste fuel to gas stations across multiple states, fuel that should never touch a car engine. We're not talking minor contamination. According to APA case files, some operations blended hazardous waste, including used oil, industrial solvents, and chemical byproducts, into fuel supplies to cut costs. They sold it to unsuspecting stations, who sold it to unsuspecting drivers. People filled up their Mitsubishis and suddenly engines were knocking violently, smoking, or completely dead within days. I've personally seen engines destroyed beyond repair because of this garbage fuel. Melted injectors, completely clogged filters, destroyed catalytic converters, the full catastrophe. Sometimes repair costs exceeded the vehicle's value. The scariest part? Most drivers never knew what caused the damage. They just thought their car suddenly died. These aren't just corner-cutting businesses. These are criminals who put profit over people, safety, and ethics. Fortunately, regulatory agencies have cracked down on many of these operations, but it's a reminder to always be cautious about where you fuel up. But here's the good news. Not every gasoline brand plays dirty. Some actually go above and beyond to protect your Mitsubishi's engine. They use advanced detergent formulas, maintain strict quality control, and consistently deliver fuel that keeps engines running clean for hundreds of thousands of miles. Let's talk about the 5 gasoline brands that actually protect your Mitsubishi engine. Number 5, Chevron with Techron. This is what real fuel should be. Chevron's Techron formula isn't marketing hype. It's one of the strongest, most effective detergent blends ever approved by automakers, including Mitsubishi. Techron actively scrubs carbon deposits off your intake valves, pistons, and injectors while you drive. It doesn't just prevent buildup, it actually cleans existing deposits over time. I've torn down Mitsubishi engines with over 150,000 miles that ran mostly on Chevron. They looked nearly spotless inside. Clean intake valves, minimal carbon in combustion chambers, injectors functioning like new. Techron keeps your fuel system running smoothly by preventing sticky carbon buildup that kills fuel economy and robs power. It's also top-tier certified, meaning it meets and often exceeds the detergent standards Mitsubishi engineers recommend. Yes, Chevron costs a few cents more per gallon than discount brands, but you'll save far more by avoiding expensive fuel system repairs, carbon cleaning services, and reduced fuel economy. If you want your Mitsubishi to last beyond 200,000 miles, this is fuel that helps your engine breathe easy and run strong. Number 4, Shell V-Power. Shell gasoline is one of the few fuels that actually fights engine buildup instead of just slowing it down. Their nitrogen-enriched cleaning system creates a protective barrier inside your engine that prevents carbon and gunk from sticking to metal surfaces. It's like applying armor to your Mitsubishi's intake valves and fuel injectors. What stands out about Shell is consistency. Every Shell station follows strict top-tier fuel standards, so you know exactly what you're getting, regardless of where you fill up. Whether you're in California, Texas, or Maine, Shell fuel meets the same high-quality specifications. It's not the cheapest option, but you can feel the difference in performance, throttle response, and engine smoothness. For Mitsubishi's MIVEC engines that rely on precise valve timing and clean combustion, Shell provides the quality and consistency these systems need. Number 3, ExxonMobil Synergy. ExxonMobil built their reputation on consistency and science-backed fuel formulations. Their Synergy gasoline blend is loaded with cleaning agents specifically designed to protect critical engine components from carbon and corrosion. I've inspected older Mitsubishi engines that ran mostly on ExxonMobil fuel. The intake valves were clean, injectors spotless, and there was no hesitation under load. That kind of result doesn't happen by accident. What makes ExxonMobil stand out is that even their regular grade fuel meets top-tier standards. You're not getting a watered-down formula when you choose regular instead of premium. Every grade contains the same advanced detergent package, meaning cleaner combustion, smoother idling, and fewer long-term issues. For Mitsubishi owners on a budget who can't always afford premium fuel, ExxonMobil's regular grade offers excellent protection without compromise. It's solid, dependable fuel you can trust anywhere in the country, not the hit or miss experience from discount stations. Number 2, Costco gasoline. Most people think warehouse fuel means cheap and low quality, but Costco completely flips that assumption. Their gasoline is top-tier certified, meaning it meets the same high detergent standards as Chevron, Shell, and ExxonMobil. Here's what many don't realize. Independent laboratory testing has shown that Costco gasoline often contains more cleaning additives than many premium name brand fuels. I've seen plenty of high-mileage Mitsubishis that run exclusively on Costco fuel with zero buildup issues. Their secret is simple: They move such massive volumes that fuel is always fresh, and they maintain their underground storage tanks meticulously. Clean storage tanks mean clean gasoline. And clean gasoline means a happy, healthy Mitsubishi engine. You're getting top-tier quality at a lower price per gallon. That combination is incredibly rare. If you have a Costco membership and there's a station nearby, this is hands down one of the best values for your Mitsubishi. Number 1, BP Amoco Ultimate. This one tops the list for a very specific reason. BP's Amoco Ultimate Fuel isn't just preventive maintenance, it's actively therapeutic for your engine. BP's Ultimate Fuel is engineered to clean as you drive. The detergent package in this blend is so powerful that it can actually remove existing carbon buildup over time, not just prevent new deposits. It's also top-tier certified, meeting strict detergent standards that Mitsubishi and other automakers require. BP claims Ultimate keeps engines up to 60% cleaner than fuels lacking adequate detergents. From what I've seen in the shop working on real-world Mitsubishi vehicles, that claim is no exaggeration. Yes, BP Ultimate costs more than regular fuel, but your Mitsubishi's engine will thank you with clean intake valves, optimal combustion efficiency, and smoother performance over the long haul. If you care about long-term engine health and getting maximum lifespan from your Mitsubishi, this is the fuel you want in your tank. So there you have it, 10 brands to avoid and 5 that protect your Mitsubishi. Use high-quality fuel to keep your car running at its best. If this was helpful, like and subscribe for more Mitsubishi content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.